This is just a great theme song for us. Well, we just want to say thank you for joining us. Welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck. My name is Adam Ordina. This is my mom, Gina, and this is where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes.
He's the journalist.
And she's the enthusiast.
And I must be enthusiastic about something if I'm sitting out here as cold as it is.
Oh, man.
You can see we are scars and gloves. Do not let the sunshine fool you. Can you see his breath? It's for real.
It's December. It's mid-December, and to think that it's going to be warm, that's just wrong. That's false.
You see our stuff blowing? That's what we call the hawk. In the Midwest, that hawk gets you.
It is called the hawk.
The corner,
yes. And there's something about the Kansas wind specifically that is just different than anything else. Yes.
So I'm going to try not to wipe my hair out of my face the whole time.
Right.
Oh, my goodness. What are we talking about today?
We've got some great topics today, especially when it comes to college football. That's what our show is going to be about today, college football. And we've got some awesome things that happened over the weekend. We have the Army-Navy game we're going to talk about. We have the 82nd Heisman Trophy that happened as well. And then we've got some coaching positions that have been opened up and have been filled basically right away. And so there's been a coaching carousel. Yes, the Red Rover, bring him over in college football. So we're going to go ahead and just talk about the Heisman Trophy to get it started.
I think I was right. I think my prediction was right.
Yeah, let me go back in the archives. I think I was right.
You were right.
Lamar Jackson, Jr. from Louisville, he's the quarterback. He is the youngest player to actually win it, just by an age. Just by an age. He's a sophomore. Yes, by 5 months. And he won it this year, and it was well deserved. He was a great football player. He still is a great football player, and there was a lot of well-deserving athletes that were in it as well.
Well,
so
you know
it was
what?
fun to
There
watch.
were so many great stories. So one of the things I loved about him was that his mom was his coach, and we know all about that.
Oh my gosh!
You know all about moms who are going to strap on pads and pick up the tackling dummies.
He had a great supporting cast, and it couldn't have went to a more well-deserved person with him. So I was really glad that he got it this year.
My prediction was Baker Mayfield because I thought Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson would split the vote, and that did not happen. He won by a nice margin.
Now, Deshaun Watson did get second, though, and Baker got third. So the quarterbacks did top out the top three.
Well, and then we want to still give some love to Dede Westbrook.
Yes, and Jabril. Yes, they
deserved that nod, and they had great seasons.
Yes.
And we're very happy for them.
So New York was lit up for all those guys, and once again, congratulations to Lamar Jackson.
Wait a minute, before we leave the Heisman, because I know we have other stuff to talk about, two things that stood out to me.
All right, yeah.
All three Nebraska Cornhuskers were there. Johnny Rogers.
Yes. Mike Rozier, yes.
Thank you, I went blank. And Eric Crouch.
Yes.
And then you know who was up on the stage?
Who?
Your boy, your roommate, Johnny Manziel, showed up for the
She thinks she's funny by saying that all the time. I don't even know the man.
No, we do not know. But you know what, Murphy, let me retract that. But I did think that I saw some pictures out over the weekend of Johnny Manziel hanging out with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And Lamar talked about it Monday and said, no, he's just giving me advice. And guess what Johnny told him? Enjoy college. Have as much fun as you can. It goes so fast.
Yes.
Well, guess what, Johnny? Maybe you should have stayed in college a couple more years and you'd have been more prepared.
Well, you know, Johnny, if anything else, that is something that you could probably take from Johnny is to just hold on as long as you can, because we all know what happened to him. So, but no,
we can move on from that.
Again, congratulations, Lamar Jackson. You deserved it, and you had a great season. Hopefully, you go out and win your bowl game here coming up, and once again, congratulations to all the guys that got there.
First ever from Louisville, too.
And first ever from Louisville. So congratulations. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that was awesome. So, let's talk about the Army-Navy game.
Okay.
How exciting was that one?
Awesome.
What are your initial thoughts on it? Were you rooting for one? Did you have a team that you kind of wanted to win, or were you just interested in a good game because these are two military schools battling for a big game?
Well, to answer your question, your dad and I are waiting for all of you guys to get out of the house, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get an RV, and we are going to go and travel to all these different venues, because obviously you played at K-State, we're big K-Staters. My family all played at Nebraska, we're Huskers too, but we want to go to like the Ohio State-Michigan game. We want to go to the Auburn-Alabama game.
Sure.
You know, we've been to the K-State-KU game. But on that bucket list is the Army-Navy game, the pageantry, the history, and above all, these are young people who've given their lives to provide us the freedom to enjoy football, like in all seriousness. So to answer your question, I just wanted to see a good game. I did kind of secretly root for Army because they've been losing, and now was their shot Navy had some key injuries coming in. Navy just lost to Temple. And so, you know, I felt like Army could get them this time. My dad was an Army CAV pilot, so I'm a little partial. But in general, I always just want to see a good competitive game because those are the people who deserve of anything, our accolade, praise, and they deserve an opportunity to go out and play and feel good about themselves. So, but I was low-key rooting for Army.
Well, you know, Army had a long drought, 14 years since they beat Navy, and this has been a long history, historic game with. This is the 117th matchup, so that just lets you know how far back this game goes. And Army needed it more than Navy. I don't want to, you know, say that, but they did. Army had been working hard. Navy's been a good team all year, but Army needed this game just for their own pride alone. And it was good to see Army come with it.
Plus, I really like they're the Black Knights. Yeah. Nothing against Navy, the midshipmen. Army is the Black Knights.
Well, it's a big rival game, so it was fun and exciting. And so yeah, again, congratulations to Army as well.
And congratulations Navy on a great season. They're both bowl eligible. They're both going to play bowl games.
Yeah, so
that was just, it was a great. I love that that's the last official kind of game of the college season before bowl.
Right.
That's the way you finish it. Don't change that.
Exactly.
That's perfect.
No, it was awesome.
Speaking of college.
Yeah, we'll continue with the college ranks right now. We're going to talk about some of the head coaching positions that have been filled. I know you've got a specific region that you want to talk about, but I just want to mention Oregon has a brand new head coach, with being Willie Taggart, who was the former South Florida coach. He's the first African-American head coach for Oregon. Listen, that's a really big deal.
I might be controversial now, but the name Willie Taggart sounds like black people's
It's
name.
Black people.
Willie Taggart. Now, look, I don't know Mr. William Taggart, but I'm just saying it sounds like a black guy name. Yay for Willie Taggart.
And so we've mentioned that Texas now has Tom Herman.
Yes.
Houston now has Major Applewhite, who was the offensive coordinator, so congratulations to him. And there are a lot of other coaching positions still out there. But yeah, go ahead and do that.
Well, we talked a little bit earlier. LSU went ahead and made it official that Ed Ogeron is now the official head coach for the LSU position.
Yes.
Then you said Tom Herman at Texas, Major Applewhite at Houston. Cincinnati has Tom Fickle, and if you don't know who that is, that amazing defense, and you've been seeing at Ohio State. He's the defensive coordinator from Ohio State. And then this is going to kick us into our next section. University of South Florida picked up your boy Charlie Strong from Texas, and Florida Atlantic, I think, got the steal of the weekend. They picked up Lane Kiffin, who is the offensive coordinator from Alabama.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that's big news.
Huge.
That's some big news. Huge. And we were talking in our post-production, and we were talking about going with those two Florida schools. The entire state of Florida has a lot going on right now, and especially when it comes to head coaches, there are some really big name coaches there in some of those programs.
Can I list them?
Please do. Please do.
I got to use my notebook. I'm getting old. At the University of Florida, Jim McElwain. Florida State, Jimbo Fisher. Miami, Mark Richt. South Florida, we just said Charlie Strong. Central Florida, Scott Frost, who was the OC at Oregon when they were rolling through people. Florida Atlantic just picked up Lane Kiffin. And Florida International, Butch Davis, who was at Florida and then at North Carolina. I'm telling you, the state of Florida has some coaches going on. That recruiting is going to be a good time down there. And those are just the FBS coaches.
Yes, the state of Florida is going to be... That just elevated the level of all of those schools and the importance of what it means to really go out and recruit. Now, I think it was Desmond Howard that says he lives down in Florida. He says you tripping across 3 and 4 stars just crossing the street. So I don't think it's going to be that hard to get good talent, but it is going to elevate all of those programs.
Watch out for South Florida, Central Florida, Florida Atlantic, and FIU to start elevating the game, coming after Miami, Florida, and Florida State.
Exactly. It definitely will be interesting. So I think Florida Atlantic anyway did get a great coach in Lane Kiffin, and South Florida Charlie Strong. I mean, that was a guy I was trying to advocate for K-State. So those are two well-deserving coaches that Les Miles and Art Briles are still out there. So there's still some other coaching vacancies that are still available as well. So we'll see what happens here towards the end of the year.
It's going to be exciting. 2017.
We just want to say we are really excited, and we appreciate your time, and hopefully we will see how it goes when it comes to these bowl games coming up here. So
yeah, we're kicking off this Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, we want to say we appreciate your time, and thanks for watching, folks.